When you speak on those levels of stardom, man, can you break that down for the viewer that's wondering what the hell is it like being in Hollywood and what are the different levels, because it's levels to it all.
Yeah. So the level, it's levels, right?
Yeah.
When you, like, say for instance, when you first walk in the door and they first see you, that's a level.
Yeah.
Now when y'all start talking, that's a level.
Yeah.
And when you start talking, then the sense you make, you feel me? That's a level.
Yeah.
And when you get ready to leave, you know, it's just different parts. Like, so when I came in, I was ghetto.
Yeah.
When, you know, by the time in the middle of it, I learned how to interact with people. I learned how to talk. I learned what foods to eat.
Yeah.
You know, at the table, how to sit.
Yeah.
You know, what to say out loud, what not to say. You feel me? So when you elevating, you get a chance to be around different stars. I met Jay-Z. I done been around Beyonce, you know, having dinners and stuff like that. And this was on behalf of Tip, but I had to show him different levels.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't think he would have brought me straight off like, man, I'm gonna leave this nigga at home. You feel me? It's some people you just gotta leave at home.
Yeah.
But I dressed the part. First of all, I'm dressed the way I
That's
dress.
right.
That shit was like, this nigga gotta have some sense.
Exactly.
You feel me? You ain't finna be walking in the store getting Brioni and stuff like that, and then like stupid as hell. You
Come
know
on.
what I'm saying? So the conversation changed, and like stardom, it's almost like how far mentally can you go?
Yeah.
And you know, the sky's the limit, but you know, you can't even grab it. You feel me? So that's what the sky's the limit really mean. Like, nigga, you won't even be able to grab this shit, but you can go further and further.
Exactly.
So when I talk about different levels of stardom, it gets better and better. It shouldn't get worse.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't end up back where you came from. You feel what I'm saying? That's the different levels. I'd say, like, you know what I mean? You go from 1 to 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I got to ask you about another one of my favorite Joe features, man. 8Ball and MJG, Bring It Back. What was it like when you got in there with them boys and you knew that you was going to have to bring it because this was 8Ball and MJG? On the Nitty Beat.
On the Nitty Beat. Nitty actually made that, you know, and they didn't know this, but Ball and MJG, bro,
come on,
was such a big part of my life, man. It was like they had something to say. They was the cast first.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, bro, Ball, you know, my favorite one was Ball.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I really dug both of them, but Ball was like, but MJG was my nigga too.
He was a mom too
you
now.
Feel me?
Yeah.
On that Lay Down, you can't even top these niggas. Verses.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So when coming up, it was almost like it was a dream come true.
Yeah.
And I think that God just it's the law of attraction. You know what I mean? You know, it just came back and fell in my lap. And once I got a chance to do it, I was like, fuck yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, y'all serious? And then when they got that, I went to rapping verses back and forth that I ain't skip a word. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, I know this about you, man. Like, I followed you, like, you know what I'm saying? It was big to me. So when they came and said, they bring it back, I went crazy and did my thing.
Yeah.
And that shit charted, and that shit was big record.
Yeah.
We was back on #1 on the countdown on 106, and I was able to get on a real horse in the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, so they was like, what's your ideas on the video? I was like, can I ride a horse in it? You feel me? They was like, nobody's ever rode the horse. Like, and I didn't really want to ride a horse. I wanted to live out the polo thing. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, I walked this horse up into the studio, and I sat on him and rapped. And that shit was iconic.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Man, it was a producer, the DJ who did he was scratching the heat from New York.
Yeah.
He was like, Dro, you in a zone, boy. He was like, man, I ain't never seen no artist get on no damn horse and rap on no goddamn, man. That shit was, man, I felt good. I felt good to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And we actually, I remember the Monique show. We actually performed on the Monique show together. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That was dope.
What was your favorite time in the industry, Dro? Well, you were just having a time of your life. You wasn't depressed. You wasn't high. You was just having a damn good time, enjoying it.
The We Fly High with Jim Jones.
Talk to me.
That was my favorite time. Jim Jones, them, and we used to have like, you know, New York always accepted me. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When Dipset called on me a lot.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because when me and Jimmy did that, that was just Jimmy calling.
Yeah.
Cam called. Hey man, we need him over here, man. We flew, Jason Jeter, we flew up there.
Yeah.
Harrell called first.
Yeah.
You feel me? Votto called. You feel me? It was just like, they was like fucking with him. Like,
Yeah.
it was like Harlem niggas. You feel me?
Facts.
And I was like a Harlem nigga in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The way I dress.
I'm with
we
you.
act different,
I'm with
you know what I'm
you.
saying? We
Yeah.
was like different people. You know what I'm saying? So when I got that notoriety from them, like they was like, man, that shit, Dro, we fucking with Dro.
Yeah.
You feel me? That was the time that We Fly High era, when we got on the remix, when Puff, them, Birdman, all of us was on that fucking track, bro. And I pulled that truck up down 30s. This was before I turned the rose gold. And I had the ruler, and I let the ruler down, and I was, you feel me? That shit was like that era when I was riding around with 6 singles on the radio, like 6 songs that was singles. You feel me? I was having a great time.
What is the money like when you got 6 singles on the radio at one time?
Shit. I'm gonna tell you this. When that shit was going on, the bank account changed. And me and Tip met at Puff Daddy restaurant. I forget what the name was. We met up there. He was like, "Yeah, man. I heard through the grapevine, man. You know, your money done goddamn went up. You feel me?" And we was, and it was different. The money was so good, bro. To like, I was calling the bank like 2-3 times a day. Like, it was like, yeah. I was like, how much money you say in the bank? They was like, man, so and so point something. And it was like, so I wait. Next thing you know, I call back. Hey, so how much in that now? They were like, Mr. Hart, you just called. I just want to know. You see what I'm saying? It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Like, you know, to be, and I for a long, you know what? I didn't believe it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dream.
My God.
Yeah.